I wanted to be some kind of high end professional. I wanted to be like in New York City, working in a really good paying job, like a lawyer or a meteorologist that loved weather, or doing some kind of like maybe being a professional performer. That's what I wanted to be.
I wanted to be a chef. Um, well, first I wanted to be a wizard, but then I wanted to be a chef because as a child I was kind of enchanted by the kitchen and fascinated by like the stove and like what it takes to be able to feed a family and what it takes to make something that tastes good. And that kind of went away as I grew older. As I grew, I suppose, more jaded. I had always liked video games, so instead I turned to what if I was a video game developer? Like, surely I'd really enjoy something like that and like giving back to the industry that made my childhood bearable. But when it came time to go to college, the industry was already really hard on people, and I knew I wasn't going to be a person who enjoyed crunch time in the video game industry. I knew I wasn't probably even gonna get a job with a studio in such a hotly contested industry. So I instead elected to go the computer science route and see if I could work my way into it there. And if not, I at least had a fallback plan. But as I went through college, I really enjoyed software development and IT as just as it was, and it has turned into something that's fulfilling already.
What did I want to be when I grew up? I wanted to be a nurse, like my mom. My mom she's a career nurse. She's retired now. And I wanted to be a nurse too. She had a lot of really good stories at home around the dinner table. She would tell us these really horrible nurse stories. And in my life, like I think I've gravitated towards nurses as friends too, because they have a really good sense of humor and they don't get grossed out and they talk about gross things, and I like that.
So, what did you want to be when you grew up? Uh, I wanted to be a lot of things. So, first growing up, I think I wanted to be a basketball player because my dad was always watching like college basketball or like um, NBA and all that stuff. So, I wanted to be a basketball player like when I was little. But like physical sports, I feel like the coordination's not there for me. So, never got to that. Wanted to be a vet because I do love animals and I really did well when I was a kid, but I got turned off by medical terminology, and that was just with humans. Like I can't imagine trying to like memorize the anatomy of all these different animals of cats, dogs, pigs, like cows. Like I know some vet students that like they have their work cut out for them. Like I'm not good with like memorizing stuff I'm not really interested in, which is like bones and stuff. Um, musician I wanted to be too. Um, and then I switched to accounting because a little more job security, I would say, and like I do like numbers. So yeah, a big like detours, but that's where I am now.